को धन्यवाद देता हूँ। जय हिंद।
धन्यवाद माननीय सुरेश प्रभु जी। माननीय सुखेंदु शेखर राय जी।
धन्यवाद महोदय। Sir, over the past few years, the government is vigorously pursuing disinvestment, corporatization and privatization of the government trust, public sector undertakings, including banks and insurance companies. Sir, the bill seeks to replace the Major Port Trust of 1963 with a Major Port Authority as a part of so-called structural reform. By adopting this strategy, this government has essentially become a seller's government. It has adopted a policy of selling all public sector undertakings, public properties, whatever the nation is having even today. Sir, they are following in this matter, in this bill, it is nothing but a reflection of the Singapore model. Singapore did the same thing. When there was hue and cry that there cannot be privatization of the ports, then they adopted a policy of corporatization, so-called corporatization. And thereafter, they ultimately privatized the ports. So this is the first step, corporatization. And next in the offing, that is privatization. So this is and this parliament has been taken as a ride. Although, as already mentioned by the honorable member of the Congress party, Shakti Singh ji, that there were certain recommendations of the standing committee. Although that bill lapsed, while drafting this bill, the recommendations of the standing committee ought to have been considered by the government, and the recommendations should have been reflected in the drafting of the bill, which has not been done, I am sorry to say. Rather, the interest of the state governments, where the ports are situated, that has also been compromised to the detriment to the interest of the state governments. How? One example I am giving. Sir, in India, thousands of acres of land were handed over by the concerned state governments for building these ports, and now the state government authorities have no say in the matter of any change in the land use or, for that matter, sale of land, because there are so many provisions. I don't have any time to go through the bills, clause by clause. Otherwise, I would have established how the powers of the state government, the interests of the state governments have been compromised. The state government will have no say. Even any construction is made on those lands, any change, supermarket, mall, anything can be done because PPP model has come into effect through this bill. Again, that PPP. And what is that PPP? Bills has dealt with, I can show what has been done, but there is no time. Now, so the future change in land use and sale of such lands, the state government shall have no say. Now, sir, if we go through section 22, subsection 22, and the proviso thereto, as also section 22, subsection 3, we will find that the new port authority shall be Swayambhu, or shall be a self-created authority to the exclusion of state government authorities. There is a Bengali proverb which is called, which says, Pore dhone poddari. So the land has been given to state governments like Gujarat, Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Odisha, and other states. And they are now earning one's bread by the sweat of others' brow. Why that land should not be given back to the state governments? Or if the land is sold out, then on pro rata basis, the share of the sale proceed must come to the kitty of the state governments. Sir, 2 minutes more. What was the recommendation of the Parliamentary Standing Committee? Just a few lines I would like to quote with your kind permission. Retaining section 111 of the original act in the new bill may be intentional to use it at the appropriate time by the government and may endanger the very interest of the major ports, particularly when the ongoing policy of privatization is aggressively pursued by the central government. The panel report of 2017, a few lines more, concluding lines. There are some clauses which give the impression that the proposed bill provides the government more teeth to allow private players in the port sector which may in future take full control over the port activities. The committee recommends that the ministry in the first instance should remove the fears of the stakeholders on the issue of privatization of ports and ensure that the administrative, managerial and financial control of the port will remain with the port management. But here, sir, that PPP model will function. Lastly, what our Honorable Finance Minister has said, one line, our Honorable Finance Minister has said in her budget speech, at page 13 of our budget speech, paragraph 64, major ports will be moving from managing their operational service on their own to a model where a private partner will manage it for them. Therefore, sir, the apprehension of the Standing Committee is writ large in the budget speech of the Honorable Finance Minister. Therefore, on behalf of All India Trinamool Congress, I strongly oppose this bill.
Thank you, Manya Sukhendra Shekhar Roy ji. Manya Subhash Chandra Singh ji. Manya Subhash Chandra Singh.